Okay, Grand Rising, everyone. Give me just a second. We're having some technical difficulties because I cannot seem to get. Oh, hang on just a second, you guys. I can't seem to get this off the screen. Can you hear me, Queen? Can you hear me,
Yes,
Queen?
yes, yes.
Okay. I tell you what, I cannot get this off the screen. I do not know what's going on, but you're tuned into the Peak Wellness Hour here every Saturday. Give us a second. I'm gonna fix this really quickly. We're gonna play our intro and we'll be right back. All right, this is so strange. Welcome back to the Peak Wellness Hour.
Should we should we go out and come back in?
I
Should we
think so. I
reset?
tell you what, Queen, if you want to chat, it seems like it's on my end. I cannot move. I can move everything, but I cannot get this off of here. There we go. There we go. Hello. Here we
Hi,
are.
we made it.
Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, you all. We do apologize. Here and there are technical issues. So this is one of those days. So sorry about that. Queen, you want to dive
Good.
in this conversation?
Yeah.
Um, we are here talking about this is part two actually of us our discussion with Rest for the Weary from last Saturday, the importance of sleep and restoration. So this is part two. We're super excited to be talking about this with you all. I thought the conversation ended off really well last week, outside of me breaking down. I thought the conversation was amazing, and I think um we set up a bunch of foundations um of just discussing sleep restoration and what that looks like as far as setting your whole day up day by day. So, and it's funny thinking about that. You were talking the week or so before about prepping your day ahead of time, journaling and everything. And so that just fell right into place with that. So I love that, how that connected. So without further ado, we're going to get in the conversation, you all. Following this technical difficulty, we're going to let Queen Edith, Pastor Professor Edith, bring us in. Queen.
Hello, friends and family, and of course, definitely welcome back to the Rest for the Weary series. I do believe that today will be our last. I hope, and I want to welcome Queen. Doesn't she look good? How many of you have seen a difference in her right now, this moment? Okay, you tell me what you're seeing. But I'm so glad you're all here today. It's an honor and a privilege to
Yeah.
always take this Saturday to come to you. And in fact, that you make the time to spend it with us. So thank you. I don't know if you have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Please grab your tea, share this video. Let us all have an amazing time talking about one of the most important things that affect our lives in ways that we have never even thought of. Sleep, rest for the weary. The weary deserves rest as well. So we're going to dig in. Invite your friends, share this video, and thank you for supporting us.
Absolutely. How did everyone sleep? Anybody take away? I'm sorry if I'm looking down. We're managing these um, streaming devices. How did everybody sleep? How was your week? Did you get some rest? Do you feel revived from last Saturday to today? You know, we had a week to reflect on some things. So hopefully, when we bring new conversations, they are something you reflect on. So hopefully, everyone slept well. I think I've slept well this past week.
Mm.
Well, been a little tired couple days. I'm finding that, and again, a nap. Anybody under 3 and over 30 deserves a nap, and I am certainly there. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to incorporate that into my to my life. Some a nap, but maybe a 45-minute nap. I think. I don't know. What do you think, Queen? Maybe get a workout in and take a nap, or take a nap and then get up and get a workout in.
You know, sleep is so good and worth it when you are
Mm-hmm.
really tired. Not
Mm-hmm.
just physical tiredness, sometimes even emotional tiredness, mental tiredness. Taking that time, laying back and resting, closing your eyes and working, ensuring, silencing the mind, silencing your voice, silencing everything. But it is also in the process. You see, the process. So you have to be intentional, you have to be strategic in making sure that you're preparing your body so the body knows it's rest time. So yeah, and sometimes just sitting in your chair, I do that a lot. I sit in my recliner, put my feet up, close my eyes, and the next thing I know, I've taken a good 30 minutes power nap. And it makes a lot of difference. It does. So today we're going to focus on sleep. We're going to focus a lot more on sleep, not only as a biological need, but also as a sacred rhythm built into the very design of our bodies, okay, and our faith. Why does sleep matter? How does it restore us? Okay, and how can we build a healthy sleep habit that honor both our bodies and of course, our higher power? Because sleep was created for a reason. There's a reason that sleep was created. It's interesting that you read the Bible and it says God rested on the seventh day. God rested and God rested. I like to learn more. I like to explore more. But yeah, if the creator is resting, how about you and I? Let's get in, Queen.
All right, all right. So, I mean, go ahead. You want to keep going? You want to keep flowing?
Last week, we touched on a lot of things about sleep. And I want us to take a minute to think about why a lot of people think that when we are sleeping so much, we are being lazy. Is there such a thing as oversleeping? Is there such a thing as undersleeping? Let's talk about science. Says because when you think about it, it is just the Bible says it's just the language of God's design. But sleep is not passive. Think about it again. Let me say it again. Sleep is not passive. It is not wasted time. It is one of the most active restorative. Remember, we are talking about restoration, right? Restorative processes our bodies experience every single day. In sleep, whilst our outside is inactive, inside of us, our organs are working. When you're sleeping, you're literally fasting, especially the overnight sleep. You're literally fasting. If you go to bed at 10 and you wake up at 6, or even in the middle of the, not many people wake up in the middle of the night and get a full meal. You are, first of all, your body is fasting from food. Okay, and it's re-preparing itself. Your organs are re-preparing itself, working hard to get rid of the waste. Okay, because you are resting, you are not putting it into action. Your mind is resting, your body is resting. So your spirit itself doesn't rest. The spirit walks around. I'm not going to go into what the spirit does when we are sleeping. So it's important that we prepare our beds. So last week, I think I ended with something regarding how clean, how tidy, how refreshing is your
Mhm.
bed, your pillows, the things you wear to bed, the processes you take to get to bed. How are you preparing your body to rejuvenate itself? Health. One of the benefits of sleep is health. In the morning, I don't know, Queen, early when you wake up in the morning, it's necessary that something gets out of your system. You have a number two. That's regular. That's normal. Why? Why does that happen?
Huh,
What happens in the night? Oh, oh.
since you have my nursing thoughts, I mean, yeah, everything's moving around. A lot of people, you're moving around, and by the time all that settles, especially if you lay on your left side, so far you all, if you're having stomach issues, lay on your left side tends to help versus the right side because it kind of moves everything along with the intestines and whatnot. So yeah, that's certainly natural after you've eaten all day and not cleansed your body. Yeah, illumination's all about cleanliness. So yes.
So a natural cleansing even takes place in your sleep. So from what Queen G is talking about, the positioning, your sleep position. Some of us have had our mattresses for over 10, 15 years. You're sleeping on the same mattress for 10, 15 years. How clean is that mattress? Don't tell me about mattress covers and all of that stuff. How how clean is your mattress? 10, 15 years. The things it has gathered, the shedding of your body, of your skin, the bodily fluids, it seeps right through it. So I want to talk about one of the simple things. How often do you wash your bed sheets? I think that every week, at the
Mhm,
worst,
mhm.
at the most, you sleep on the bed from, let's just say, I change my sheets every Friday morning. Okay. So from Friday to Thursday, 5, 6 days, or 7, whatever. Friday, the eighth day, the bed must be, the sheets must. Listen, even if you have one bed sheet, wash it, hang it, let it dry, and put it back on. The pillowcases, a lot of these sheets come with like 4, 5, 6 pillowcases, right? So take two here, use two, and after 3 days, replace them. After 3 days, replace them. I think that will go a long way to support a healthy sleep. And those of us who work all day, walk around all day, go to people's homes and not wash down. Just let the shower go over your body. Okay, wash the stress off your body. Just wash it. Clean your face, brush your teeth, your ears. Clean up before you go and lay on that bed sheet for 7 days. Queen, I'll
Yes.
let you take it.
That makes sense, you all. Make sure you drop your thoughts in the comment section. Even if you're listening on replay, drop those thoughts in the comment section. Good advice. Good advice. Cleanliness is what they say. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So yes. I was looking at something. So I was looking at the colors for your bedroom.
Oh,
Have you looked at the colors? So I'm looking at it and I thought it was interesting. I'm going to tell you what they say the colors are to avoid, the colors you should avoid for better sleep. This is what you should avoid in
red.
your bedroom. We've got bright reds, oranges, and neon tones. They stimulate energy and increase heart rate. Dark grays or blacks may create a heavy or somber mood if overused. And then high contrast patterns can overstimulate the eyes and interfere with relaxation. So when Queen Eve is talking about having a clean bed and your sheets or whatnot, what color are the sheets that you have on your bed? If you've got, black sheets, you've got black and some, gray patterns with some red, that might be something to think about switching up. I know they talk about, so here we go. We got the soft blues. I like me a nice blue, not the dark, not the soft blues. It says they are known to lower heart rate and blood pressure, creating a sense of calm and tranquility. So this includes sky blue, powder blue, or muted teal. Blue is psychologically associated with serenity and stability, making it one of the most effective colors for promoting deep sleep and promoting deep restorative sleep, excuse me. So there you go with the soft blues. You've got gentle greens.
I love the greens.
Oh, yes. So you've got the sage, the olive, or the moss green. Green represents nature, balance, and renewal. Green combines the calming properties of blue and the warmth of yellow, fostering a relaxed yet uplifting environment that enhances both peace and happiness. Okay, so there's the soft greens. We've got three more. Let's see. You've got soft neutrals, which are your warm grays, the creams, and the sand tones. Warm neutrals like beige, taupe, and ivory create a soothing, uncluttered atmosphere. And we're going to talk about why these matter and how you're going to pick these later. How it works. Neutrals promote mental calmness and pair well with neutral materials like wood and other linen, which I cannot pronounce this word.
Subconscious.
Nope, that's not it. I can't even. It grounds the mind and encourages rest. I am so sorry. Yeah, I promise you I can read, okay? I haven't had my coffee this morning. So muted lavenders and mauves. Those are your dusty lavenders, your lilac gray, and your pale mauve. I like mauve. I like a nice pale mauve.
Yeah, I think
It
so
might go
too.
on some walls. You can pull that off, depending on the color. I don't know about in the bedroom. Might be nice for a bathroom, a pale mauve. Anyhow, gentle purples balance relaxation and emotional comfort. Purple hues have historically been associated with calm reflection and creativity, supporting mental ease before sleep. And then the last one is the warm pastels and peach undertones. My mom loves peach. My mom can make peach work with anything. I love how she works with peach. So you got the
Okay.
blush pink, apricot, or peach beige. That's what she tends to work with, the apricot or the peach beige. Almost goes with anything. Light pinks, peaches, or blush tones evoke warmth and comfort. Soft, warm tones stimulate positive emotions and feelings of safety, which contribute to emotional well-being and happiness. So, what I would recommend doing is picking out, and take some time to enjoy picking out your bed linen. You know, switch it up here and there. And depending on what you're looking for as far as your environment, switch those things up. You know, if you just have one comforter, one set of sheets, look into doing different tones and see how you can play with that and set the tone for your bedroom environment. I think that would be super cool to do. I do.
And I think that you can use the seasons, right? You can use the change
Mhm.
of the seasons to do that. So yes, I realized that I had a lot of duvet covers, right? I
Mhm.
use duvet. I have a lot
Mhm.
of duvet covers. So what I do is that I just swap the duvet covers, and I love the change. Hey Ken, how are you? I love the change. Just having those colors, and it
Mhm.
helps a lot. I think that right now I have just maybe a little dark move with
Mhm.
some off-white decor on it, and it's really really pretty. I just changed it late last month for the fall.
Okay.
It helps a lot. And I don't know about curtains. I don't have curtains, but your blinds. A lot of us
Mhm.
have blinds, but I don't have curtains. But if you're one person who maybe works at night, okay, and it's very difficult to get enough rest in the daytime because there's so much light, get some curtains also.
Mhm.
Curtains that let the lights out, does not allow the outside light to come in. Creates the night atmosphere in your bedroom or wherever it is that you sleep.
And you know
So
they have
you
the blackout. They have the blackout blinds now too, don't they? Do they have the blackout blinds? I know they have blackout curtains. They have the blackout blinds where no matter what color they are, there's something about them, but it blocks out the light differently. Even if you get like a beige color blind or whatnot, there's something about it that blocks out that light. So if you don't do the curtains, you still have an option there. Yeah, King said, yeah, they do. So that's
okay.
something to think about. You know what I've always wanted? You ever see those movies where they have the remote control and they open up the big
The
window?
the big
I'm like,
blinds, right,
yes, I want a
right.
big old. I love natural light, and I love having when the sun comes up, I want them windows, them curtains open. So, um,
Right.
yeah, I
Right.
love
The
the
natural light in the daytime, or
natural.
when you're awake times, it
Hmm.
helps a lot because the sunlight coming into your room, and even being
Hmm.
on your bed, if your bed is closed, just having the sunlight thrown. Okay,
Hmm.
and making your bed, sometimes you can leave the comforter down in the daytime to air your sheets as well. Let it air out.
Hmm.
It's okay to make the bed and leave the comforter down sometimes so that your bed will kind of air out a little bit. Let it air out a little bit before you cover it,
Hmm.
because it also helps a lot. But take out the sheet and shake it and put it back. It's so important. Our skin's shed. I learned that a lot of the dust in your house is not just outside dust from the dust of the earth, right? But it's also from our skin. Did you know that?
Yes, yes. The sofa, the carpet, everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's our skin. So shake it. That's why it's so important not to keep, are you okay? Not to
Yes.
keep, not to keep the same bed sheet for so many days. And if you
Mhm.
are married and you're with your spouse, I think even 7 days is a lot. I think 7 days is a lot. Maybe five. Just every 5 days, change your sheets.
Mhm.
Okay. I think sleep is one of the most sleep is. I feel like going to sleep. You want to look good. You want to smell good. You want everything to be fresh, and so you can be cozy.
Mhm.
Sleep is. It's for me. It's something amazing. It's luxurious. Like you sleep like a queen. You sleep like a king. Please, less clutter in the bedroom. Even if you have a lot of stuff, organize it nicely. Get some drawers, put things in. Organize it. Have a good light on your nightstand. Make it look nice, refreshing. When you walk, it's as much as possible. Don't use your bedroom for other things, but rest and restoration. Okay, you can be eating on your bed. How many of us take a plate of food and go sit on our bed and eating and talking and eating? No, let's stop doing that. I've stopped sitting on the bed and doing work. I'm no more taking my laptop to my bed. If I get up and I have to work, I'll walk out of the bedroom and come sit somewhere and do it. Let's say be conscious of that. Sleep provides emotional mental restoration. Okay, let's think about how you feel after a good night's sleep. Your mood is better, your patience is longer, your thoughts are clearer, you have much clarity. It's not an accident. Sleep is deeply connected to your emotional health. Okay, our brains use the sleep cycle to process. I'm reading something here. Unresolved feelings. It also helps us store important memories and release stress. Okay, it uses it to process unresolved feelings, such as what? Such as anger. You know, I don't want to go too deep into the Bible, but it talks about don't get don't go sleeping with anger, especially when you're angry with your spouse, you're angry at somebody. Resolve that thing before you go to sleep. Okay, resolve those feelings. So in your sleep, otherwise in your sleep, you're gonna be thinking about it and wake up in the morning and thinking about it. You realize that it affects your rest. Don't go to bed with anger. Queen G, don't go to bed angry. With me, with your spouse, and to every couple out there, resolve your issues first. It's so important. It also stores memories. The process helps you store memories. Okay, store important memories and release the stress. That's the one last thing we need, stress. Queen, I'm talking too much. Go.
No, you're fine. I've got this hay fever thing going on over here, so you are totally fine. My face is just irritated, so I'm sorry, Al, if I keep sneezing and coughing. Um, no, no, no. I agree with that. I grew up. I grew up with the same saying, with the same understanding, not going to bed angry. It's a sad thing when we reflect on life, and life that has passed, and we have so many. It, it's you always have these regrets, and they'll come out of nowhere and everywhere. But going to bed angry and losing somebody, I couldn't imagine having to feel that load. I having to carry that burden, for however long you carry it. So yeah, definitely drives my husband crazy sometimes when I'll get off the phone with Queenie. I love you, I love you, I love you, love you. Go back and forth. Well, that's the last thing I want you to hear. If nothing else. So think about what we say to one another, before we do go to bed. You don't have to go to bed angry, but what's the last thing you say? Children being, adults, I'll still knock on the door at night. Love you, good night. If I don't care if they're asleep, I'll peek in, and when I leave in the morning for work and they're still here, I knock, good morning, good day, have a great day. I love you. You know, and sometimes depending on how I feel, I might nudge them and, hello, you hear me? I love you. Have a good day. And I love you too. So yeah, just think about that when you do lay down. Yes, yes, it is King. So yeah.
And
Um
it's not only the anger, though, so all those emotions, right?
mhm,
Especially the
mhm,
negative ones.
mhm. Yeah. I think that's where that, the prayer, and more importantly, the meditation goes in with going to sleep, that focusing on something positive, that having that goal, like we talked about last week. Where are you going where's your subconscious taking you once you get to sleep? So just being focused on the things that are positive and lovely, meditating on being a better person, meditating on healing, and just going into that deep sleep with that is so important. Journaling is so important. If you're having issues, don't journal, write it out. Don't take that to bed with you, write it out, and then go through the process of just releasing all that stress, like Queen Eva said, releasing all those thoughts, all those negative thoughts, all that confusion. And it is like we talk about all the time, it's a process. It's definitely a process. And everything we do, but it's always worth it when you make that mark. So yes.
I want to ask you,
Hmm.
do families have, how do families end their day? Right? How do families end their day when it's bedtime and before the lights are turned out, before you check that all doors are secured, before all of that? What do we do as families? I'd like to know from the comments, what do you do as a family? What's the last thing you do as a family with each other
Hmm.
before we go to bed? The reason I feel like our phones have taken over family times,
Hmm.
right? But our families intentionally coming together, maybe praying together, reading something together, sharing something together. And then after that, we say our hugs, we say our good nights. We do our hugs, we say our good night, whatever it is we do. And then whoever know, everybody knows what their job is. You turn off the lights, you lock the doors, you make
Hmm.
sure no the stove is not on in the kitchen. Every food is in the refrigerator. I want to know, how do you end your day with your spouse and with your children, if any at all? I want to know.
I don't think people really have a routine like that anymore. And like you said, the distractions, the phone, the whatever's going on, I don't think people have routines like that. When I was growing up, I did. We came home, we did our homework, we ate, we spent family time together, we watch wholesome things on television together, and there was a time where you watch it for this long, and now this, there it was not you not watching junk, but parents knew what their children were watching because we're all watching what Family Ties and the Cosbys and whatever else 227, whatever else is, but it wasn't that was not the only thing going on.
Mm.
You prayed together, and you I don't know, you don't see that anymore. You don't see that. You don't Nobody knows where their children are anymore. You know, nobody they don't know when they're coming home. It's here it is 11, 12 o'clock. Where are the kids at? These are children. Where are these 15 and 16-year-olds at? I'm just saying, and you in the bed. I don't understand what's happening. So no, it's totally different now. And I won't say that's what's going on across the board. Surely, surely it cannot be. But yeah, as far as structure and routine in a family oriented sense, it's for me it's not the same. It's not the same as what I grew up with, what I saw. So I don't know. And I know everybody's busy. I know things work has changed. Everybody's got to have 2, 3 jobs. Everybody's busy. So, but there has to be again that balance. Um, that balance, and I think set your children up for a good night's sleep. You know, Give them peace and restoration too, because they need that too. Our children need that too. So think about that when we're tucking them in, we're hugging them good night. They need that peace and restoration. They need that environment that is loving and warming and welcoming. So don't just set up your own bedroom. Do that for your children too.
Probably set up your home as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
Aroma. I love scents. I love
Hmm.
aromatherapy.
Hmm.
So have something going
Hmm.
at home. Let the home smell nice,
Hmm.
fresh and clean. And if you're married, definitely your bedroom. Must be that way. This is so important. It sounds like whatever kind of topic, but many people are going to bed and waking up unrested.
Mm-hmm.
Many of us are going to bed waking up tired. You, by the time you get to work at 8 a.m. or whatever time you get there, you wake up tired already.
Mm-hmm.
You really do wake up tired. And so this is important. A lot of our health issues is due to lack of rest, not just physical rest, mental rest. Because once again, so many of us are in bed with this in our hands.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we go. I have gone to bed and woke up with my phone that had fallen because my hand was now hanging, and it went because I was reeling. And yeah, and the whatever, you know how the reels repeats itself. It kept talking and
Mm-hmm.
talking and talking, and the
Oh my
phone was
gosh.
on the ground. We do that.
Oh
You're
my
so
gosh.
stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
You are not resting.
Mm-hmm.
We are not resting. It's
Yeah.
affecting our health. It's affecting our effectiveness at work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are constantly walking around tired and sleepy, and no. So, this topic may seem like, of all the things in the world, if we were to do a real survey, are you getting enough rest?
Mm-hmm.
You see how many people are not. We, okay, Queen, go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, I went to a boarding school, right? And one of the things we used to say is you cannot cheat nature. You can stay up all night, every day, 2 days, 3 days, go sleep 2 hours, go sleep 3 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, just not have enough rest, trying to just cram something in because you were up. Sometimes, all girls school, go and hide somewhere. We talk, we laugh, and everything. We are not, and then maybe at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we are rushing to come and lay down and sleep a little bit. You go into the classroom and you're sleeping. You're ineffective.
Mm-hmm.
When you have an exam to write, there's students. You stay up all night to study. Your brain doesn't rest to process. Like we said, sleep helps your mind, whatever, store memories. Everything you have learned, it's all over here. You're so tired by the time you get to the exam room that you don't even remember anymore. Because when you are tired, your brain is not rested. You are not at your best. So you can't cheat nature. Sleep is part of the human buildup. It's very important, but it was created for a reason. Queen.
I'm sorry, I'm reading something because I was going to ask you earlier what your thoughts were because I know you mentioned at the beginning of the program about. I'm sorry, I'm ducked down. Um, you mentioned at the beginning of the program about getting enough sleep, and so I was reading up on the consequences of sleeping of oversleeping and chronic oversleeping. Um, It says occasional long sleep is normal, especially after intense physical or mental exertion. However, chronic oversleeping can signal underlying health or emotional challenges and may lead to reduced energy and well being. The key is balance. Aim for consistent, high quality sleep that aligns with your body's natural rhythm and daily needs. So, when I was looking at it, it says that it can cause chronic oversleeping can cause fatigue or grogginess, which they call sleep inertia. Sleeping excessively can disrupt the natural sleep wake pattern, leading to feelings of heaviness, confusion, or grogginess upon waking. I think we talked about that last week. This happens because long sleep durations often push the body out of sync with its circadian rhythm, making it hard to feel alert during the day. Increased risk for health problems. Says research has linked chronic oversleeping, typically more than 9 to 10 hours per night, with several health concerns, including metabolic issues, which like higher risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, um, cardiovascular problems, increased likelihood of heart disease and stroke, inflammation and pain. Oversleeping can worsen inflammation or conditions such as back pain due to prolonged inactivity. So that makes sense. When Queen Edith was talking about earlier, the metabolic issues, talking about, having bowel movements or whatnot. And I'm a nurse, so that's how we're going to talk. Um, Metabolic issues right there, the higher risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, things not being eliminated out of your body because you didn't slept for 12, 14 hours, So it's saying that it says while sleep itself does not cause these diseases, it can signal or exacerbate underlying health conditions. So I'm not telling you that oversleeping is going to cause disease. It just enhances the risk. And I will say that we are not doctors. We're not giving medical advice. We are just having a conversation for educational purposes only. So keep that in mind. It also says with mental health effects, excessive sleep is closely associated with depression, anxiety, and low energy levels. Sleeping longer than usual can be a symptom of depression known as hypersomnia. Oversleeping can also disrupt serotonin and dopamine balance, contributing to low mood and reduced motivation. The last one says cognitive and productivity impacts. Says paradoxically, sleeping too much can impair brain function. Studies show that chronic oversleepers may experience
slower thinking
poorer
processes. Yeah.
concentration, and memory lapses. Irregular sleep schedules can interfere with the REM and deep sleep quality, leading to less restorative rest despite longer hours in bed. So you always keep those things in mind. Says possible underlying causes. If oversleeping happens frequently, it may be a sign of sleeping disorders such as sleep apnea or narcolepsy. Medical conditions like thyroid imbalance, which Queen Edith shared a couple months ago, some education on that thyroid imbalance, which was a great topic. If you did not see that, go back and watch that. Um, Medical conditions such as chronic fatigue syndrome or neurological issues, and then lifestyle factors, including what did she just say, you all? What did Queen Edith say? Including poor sleep hygiene, lack of sunlight, or inconsistent routines. So there you go. There you go. Queen.
And so whilst you're on it, proper sleep hygiene, you have to have a set time, a set bedtime. Okay. I was
Mm-hmm.
going to go into all the technical, but we have to have a set bedtime. You have to have consistency. What time is bedtime for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For me, it used to be quite early, 8, 9. Now, with everything I need to do, it comes to 10:30, 11. Okay, latest at 11, I must be in bed because I know that I have to wake up. It's not like my body clock will wake up at a certain time. So, inflammation is really huge, finding ways to eliminate it. And you'll be surprised how much sleep can help you get that, work on that. Lack of sleep, he talks about metabolic issues when you over. Last week, he said something. He says anything over, I think, 6 or 7 hours was a bit too much and makes him groggy. Last week he said something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Yes. And sometimes it's not just sleeping, just waking up and laying in bed all day. I don't feel like it. Just
Mm-hmm.
laying in bed, tossing, turning. Listen, your body begins to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Your body begins to hurt. And the more you lay down, the more you want to lay down. because you're
Mhm.
teaching your body that yeah, just lay down and do nothing. There's no activity in your system. Your whole body system gets cold,
Mhm.
gets 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 what's the word, stagnant.
Stiff.
Nothing is moving.
Mhm.
And when you don't use this body, listen, when was it? The past week, not this past week, not this week, but the past week, I kept telling myself, even at work when I was doing group, I'll say my body is telling me to walk. My legs are telling me to walk. Like I could, the way my legs were feeling, I felt like I needed a walk. And I knew I had become in tune with my body, so in tune that I knew my legs were requiring walk. So I had to push myself and start walking, just walking.
Mhm.
And as soon as I started doing that consistently, which I've done for a week this week, my legs feel better. You have to be in tune with your body. Laying in bed all day because you have nothing to do, get up. Just after a good sleep, get out of that bed.
Mhm.
You know, have a consistent time to go to bed. It's key.
Mhm.
And I never go to bed without my flower bomb. It's my
You
favorite
you
bedtime.
mentioned the fragrances, and I think you have to watch. I think a lot of fragrances are nice. Sometimes you have to make sure, and Queen will speak on this because she's crafty in oils and whatnot. But you have to watch what your the time of day, like the orange scents, like some of those more citrusy scents. They'll have you up, they'll have you ready to be vibrant, they'll have you hungry, some of those. So like that's why the lavender is always nice.
Yeah.
I like a nice rose. I love a nice rose scent. Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know, but I've come to find out I love flower bomb. I don't know if any
Mm-hmm.
of you have smelled it. And it's I just can't help put a little bit around me and sometimes spray my bed a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
that smell in my room at night, I don't know, feels relaxing for me. It feels good. I don't go to bed without my flower bomb.
I have
And
to try it.
I mean, yeah, it's flowery. I think you get it from anywhere these days. I love it. I love it. I love scents. So if I had money, I probably have 100 perfumes, but I have a few and I enjoy them. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I think we said a lot. I was going to go into all the psychological and biblical and all of that stuff, but I think we want to keep this simple for you today. Make it practical. What have we said? We said basically we're saying have a sleep hygiene or a sleep pattern, your bed, your pillows. I
Mhm.
think you should change your pillows every 3 to 6 months or wash them every at the worst. Well, if they're washable, every 3 months wash them. I'm not talking about just the pillowcases, the pillows.
Mhm.
Some people drool in it.
We are getting so medical on you all today.
It's true. This is
It
true.
is true.
My
We are
eyes
here to talk
water
about
in
bodily
sleep.
function today.
My eyes water in sleep. And
Hmm.
sometimes we just sweat our hair.
Hmm.
I don't know how many times you get up and your hair covering is off.
Hmm.
Okay, so wash it if it's washable. If not, your health deserves it. At least twice a year, get new pillows because
You,
your face is on your pillow.
yeah. Well, you got to think too. You move that pillow around. We have a lot of pillows in our bed, so you move the pillows around, and they're on the sheets, and you
And
know.
even moving your mattress around, flipping it over, if it
Hmm.
is flippable, so to speak, flip it
Hmm.
so that one place is not so dipped in that now It begins to hurt your back, your body, your
Mm-hmm.
posture. Your body hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Listen, your sleep posture. Well, find out what the right sleep posture is. Get to know your body. Sometimes you sleep in a way that when you wake up, your head, neck, this area is hurting. Something is hurting. Your posture may not be right. Something is not right. Figure it out and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that will take you the rest of your life is the body you carry.
Very true. Very
It's
true.
the body you carry. So treat it with care and love.
Absolutely. Queen, I'm gonna grab something real quick. I'm gonna show you guys something. But explain this to Sean real quick. King Sean.
Yeah. It's a perfume. Yeah, and it's one word. There are about three or four different ones. I like all of them. Ken, did you hear me? Yeah. Yes, that's correct. It's one word though. You're being bombarded with all kinds of nice flowers, basically.
I'm about to get me some. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to get up and be looking weird in the camera. So this is what I use. I don't know if you can see it, but it's called
I don't see it.
Solugard. Bam.
Solugard
Well, Solugard.
botanical.
It's disinfectant. It's all natural disinfectant.
Mm.
I get it from Luca. I use this to spray on my pillows and sheets and stuff. I can do it daily, and it doesn't discolor your clothing or whatnot, your sheets.
I want
It is,
one.
you can have one. You could have one. It's the same as the thing is the same as bleach. It just doesn't discolor your clothing 99.9% with the COVID and all that. But I use it during COVID. So when I left out, of rooms, I was able to spray myself down, and it's all natural. So I would recommend thinking about trying that. You won't get a hold of me.
Trying that,
But yeah,
yes.
yeah, and it's the
Yeah.
same thing as bleach. The only thing with there was a 20-year study done, independent study, and it talked about how using everyday household chemicals is affects your lungs like smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. So I switched to all natural. And I'm not telling
Right.
you this to market. I'm telling you there's options to keep your stuff clean daily. Even like if you're using like the bath sponges or whatnot. What's it called? The loofahs. Clean your clean your
Clean them.
clean your
Even
stuff.
the dishes, the sponges for your dishes. When
Mhm,
I run my
mhm,
dishwasher, I put them in. Okay.
mhm,
And after you've used that thing for maybe a month or two, those things just throw them out.
mhm,
Throw them out. Um 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 doTERRA also have something similar. It's called On Guard. You see, if you can, if it's
mhm,
edible, then it's healthy. On Guard
mhm,
cleaning, the sprays and everything, it's edible.
mhm.
So if it's
Yes.
edible, if you can't eat the bleach, why are you putting it all over you and you smelling it going
Mhm,
into your lungs and your system?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we'll go to Malaluka because that's Queen's business and we got it apart,
Well, yeah,
right?
I'm just saying you clean your stuff, like Queen said, just clean your stuff. So
Yeah.
you can do it however you want to. Just clean your stuff. Yes,
put
ma'am.
put your clothes where they're supposed to be. Keep your bedroom like your sanctuary. Make bedtime sacred. Like make it sacred. The
Hmm.
single girls start doing it now. Start doing it now, and your
Do you
husband
move
can stop
around a lot, Queen?
sniffing you.
Do
Huh?
you move around a lot when you sleep?
I used to not anymore.
Yeah. I don't
Not
think I
anymore.
do too much anymore. I don't think I
Not
do too
anymore. But maybe I should. After I'm sleeping alone, right? I can toss and turn, put one leg here, one arm here in the bed. But no, I don't. I don't move around a whole lot. I have a posture.
Hmm.
I sleep on my belly.
Do you?
I sleep like this.
Okay.
If I sleep any other way, I will toss and turn. The moment I
Hmm.
get on my belly and do this, I'm gone. And I'm
Okay.
gone deep.
Okay.
And sometimes I put a flat kind of pillow right
Okay.
here in my middle, and it gives me a very
Mhm.
good posture, very relaxing posture. That's how I sleep.
Okay.
Very,
What are you, King Sean? I'm a back sleeper. I like now I will move around because I like sleeping on my back and I feel like I can sink into that subconscious, I like to cross my leg. I like to cross my
so
little
you
ankle.
sleep like this.
Yes, I do. My little hands, on my tummy. And I think it's so comfortable. But then when my back gets hurting, because I'll stay there, I think that's what wakes me up. My back is like, you need to move, chick. And so I get to moving. So yeah, what about you, King Sean? How are you all asleep in the chat? Let us know.
It's funny, I sleep on my belly. When I was a child,
Mm-hmm.
younger, I'll sleep on my belly and, cross my legs like this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I sleep until it
Yeah.
falls. But that's how I
Okay.
sleep. And my mother couldn't never understood. How do you sleep with your legs up like that? But
That's funny.
yeah, I guess it's that fetus position that makes me go like that. It's
Yeah.
very relaxing for me.
Okay. I could do
It's
my
very
belly if
relaxing.
I'm hot. If I'm hot, yeah, I'll lay in my belly. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
some of us used to have I don't have it anymore, but I'm thinking of getting one, the body pillows. So when I lay on my side, I like to hold on to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do too. I do too.
We are supposed to have outgrown all these things, but for children,
Mhm.
they're almost like a pacifier.
It is.
Transition in psychology called transition objects for children.
Mhm.
When they can't hold on to mommy or anything, give them something to hold on to,
Mhm.
a teddy bear and those things. But we just like it. It's cute.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it kind of stabilizes too. Depending on what's going on with your body, it does. Because I can get geriatric on you, and I'll have to throw a pillow behind my back and roll back. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. When I
yeah.
sleep on my belly with something right
Mhm.
here, it makes
Mhm.
I can sleep like that all night. The
It
only
feels
thing
good.
that will move is maybe take my hand off, but I'm done. I'm gone.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't put a pillow on I don't sleep with a pillow on my head under my head.
Really? Oh my
When
goodness.
I do that and I put a pillow on my head, it kind of tends to affect my neck, so I don't.
Okay.
The
Huh.
pillows go under my belly, it goes maybe
Yeah.
I put it under my arm, and so I have that support, but not my.
Okay.
So most
Okay.
of the time, when I get up and I'm relaxed in bed, like then I'll sit up. I have the pillows behind my back and lay there. But
Mhm.
no. But I've
Yeah.
done it. I've done it all my life. So please, you may be uncomfortable when you try it, but of course you can try it. It's soothing on my belly. There's something
Mhm.
about the
Yeah.
soothing to my belly that
Yes. My next goal is one of the posturepedics that elevate and move around, and yeah, that's what I want. That's what I
if
want.
anything is attacking me, they won't get my lips to kiss. Nah, it's hidden. I hide my face. Don't do anything to my face. Yeah,
Lordy.
yeah.
No.
Well, I guess it's time. Friends and family, this has been easy. We've talked about sleep. My belly side, however I can go in this place. Yeah. When I see myself tossing and turning, it's not even something I think about.
Mhm.
The next thing I know, I'm here. And once I do that, I'm gone.
Mhm. I love it.
Gone.
I love it.
Well,
Well, go ahead. You were saying?
friends and family, sleep is important. Everything that helps your body rebuild, restructure, what do you call it? Expel, allow your mind to rest is a health factor. I think sleep, every human being sleeps. You don't sleep because you're lazy. You sleep because this body needs to restore itself. Your kidneys, your basically all your organs use that sleep time to flash out systems. Sleep time is a natural fast time. So we say this, be mindful what you put in your mouth before sleep time. Be mindful of the processes. Your processes helps your body become aware that this is what we are getting ready to do. And it will reorganize itself so that sleep does not become a struggle. Okay? Clean up before bed. Yeah, you're going to bed. It's important. Clean up. The socks is very fine. The socks you wear to walk around the house. I mean, just with the socks. Don't put it in your bed. Take it off. Okay, if you have to wear socks to bed, then have a fresh set of socks that it goes to bed only. Let the clothing you wear, the things you wear to bed, let them be fresh, let them be clean. Ideally silky or cotton, or combination of silk and cotton. Okay, let be loose. So nothing is tying you. If you wear underwear to bed, please don't wear these tights, underwears, and G-strings and stuff. Some night outfits come with its own underwear. Something loose. Something loose. Let your body be free. I don't know how many women wear bras to bed, but I don't recommend it. Okay? Clean your face, brush your teeth. And have a set time. Have a routine, set time when you go to bed. Be mindful. And be grateful for the body that you've been given. Take good care of it. Take good care of it, even in sleep. And we've also learned that oversleeping, living in a dirty house, um, cluttered bedrooms, all those things don't promote good health. You could just sleep for 4 hours, but in the right environment, you wake up refreshed. And many people are losing it. But don't take your phones. Last week, Queen talked about lighting in the room. Don't sleep consuming reels. Have that quiet time to relax your brain. We take a lot for granted, to be honest with you. We do. We take a lot for granted. Don't take your rest and the restoration of your body for granted. You need it for effectiveness in whatever you do. For the harder you work, the more conscious or intentional you have to be with your sleep. When I started Homecare initially, I have this business phone and I will literally turn the ringer out to the loudest. So if somebody calls me in the middle of the night, I will hear. Delegating is important. I've stopped doing that. I'm learning how to delegate so I can rest and be a better person. Because when I am tired, you do not want to be around me. So this is all I have to say. We wish you great sleep, great rest. And we'll talk again next week, Saturday. We have a great topic coming. God bless you.
Peace, love, and blessings.